Casey Roderick in the number 18. Gabe Summers will start 7th tonight in the number 15 car. He will be alongside Matt Craig in row 4.
Starting in position 9, he's already a winner this week. He won on opening night in the Sportsman feature, the only race that was held Friday night before the rain hit. That's Derek Griffith from Hudson, New Hampshire. He starts the 12G inside of row 5. Michael Hine, tough night last night in his pro late model. Ended up with a crashed front end. He opens with his super late model starting 10th tonight. Brad May, many-time track champion, starts 11th in car number 9. And James Lynch, driving the 76, starts 12th.
Nick Noggle in the number 08 car will start inside row number 7. He's alongside Billy Van Meter, regular competitor in the ASA CRA Super Series. Todd Stone and Chris Wright, Craftsman Truck Series regular, starting back in row 8.
Final 2 rows features Tommy Catalano in car number 54T. We're used to seeing him in the Tour Type Modifieds. Right. They bring a super late model down this year. They were actually scheduled to do that a year ago. They just didn't have it quite ready in time, so he debuts his super late model here tonight in 54. Austin Terrace in the 29 will start 18th, starting 19th, the 112 of Steve Weaver Jr. and Patrick Thomas in the 9T, scheduled to start in position 20. They'll take a couple of extra laps before the start of this one, get a little heat in the tires on a cooler February evening here in Florida.
Yeah, definitely want to get some temperature in the tires, get the fluids warmed up in those engines. Don't want to do any undue damage to the engines, running them cold here tonight, so we'll give them a couple of extra laps. You see them swerving back and forth to build some temperature in the tires.
Casey Roderick with Anthony Campi Racing in 2023, I think, expected to really be a stout competitor with that pairing between the two, and he starts off his World Series week with a fast qualifying effort. He starts from position 6, short distance affair, so sometimes these inverts are tough to get back up to the front, but I think, being on the outside lane here at the start of the race, things work out just right. He could be up there battling for the win, and I think he's one of the favorites for this week's championship.
If you were at any weekly racetrack in the country and you drew a 6 invert, you would think, oh, he's got plenty of time, 35 laps, plenty of time to get up to the front. Got the best of the best here, Adam. The 6 cars he's going to have to work his way through. Each and every one of them would be one of the best drivers in the country. So we're going to keep a close eye on Casey Roderick, as we do indeed have the lights out on the pace car. 1 to go. Next time by, we will go racing. 35 quick laps. Jake Finch and Gio Ruggiero up on the front row.
Pace car will drop to pit road in turn number 4. Finch and Ruggiero coming through turns 3 and 4 to Ralph Miller's green flag for the first time tonight. Night number 3 of the World Series in 2023 underway at New Smyrna Speedway.
Good clean start. Let's see what happens down into 1 and 2, side by side. Battle up at the front. Good run off the top side for Gio Ruggiero right there. He's going to take the fight to Jake Finch, side by side into 3. Finch going to get the drive off of 4. He will lead lap 1.
A lot of times a good place to be on opening starts and restarts. The outside of row number 1. There it was Finch having a good start. A little bit of contact between the team cars there. To the inside, here comes William Sawalich racing with Gio Ruggiero. First night of super late model competition, and the teammates from Wilson Motorsports side by side for the runner-up spot.
William Sawalich has really come into prominence based on his success here at the World Series the last couple of years. He's going to be running in the ARCA Menard Series for Joe Gibbs Racing, in addition to select super late model races throughout 2023. And Sawalich going to move up to 2nd.
Good run from Sawalich. You saw the last time they went through 1 and 2, tire smoke going into the air. We talked about Casey Roderick and starting in 6th, this top qualifier. He's already made his way to 4th, and he's about to challenge for a top 3 spot early in this race. 4 down at the line, Jake Finch trying to pull away.
Couple of good 3-car battles on the racetrack. You've got Sawalich, Ruggiero, and Roderick battling for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And then this battle, 5th, 6th, and 7th. And look at Connor Jones and Gabe Summers going to battle into turn 3.
Good run into the corner for Summers. He was able to drive in hard, keeps it on the bottom against the line, which is where you want to be down in 3 and 4. That's a good sign with the way that car rotated. Summers, we've seen him race quite a bit over the last few years here during the World Series. This battle is led by the 54 of Matt Craig. It's 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th and 13th side by side. Chris Wright running the high lane, bottoming out, sparks coming out from under the car. He and Stone get together. They continue on in the right direction. Look out.
Good save there by Chris Wright, but you did see some debris flying off of that race car. Did go down to the infield. We're going to stay green, and then we're going to jump back up to the front. There's William Sawalich trying to reel in Jake Finch up at the front.
Scary moment there for Stone and Wright.
I thought they were pointed right towards that infield wall there.
They were, but fortunately they were able to point him back in the right direction. There's Craig again. Former winner of the All-American 400, but tonight not quite up to speed here early on. Running in ninth, Brad May right behind him many times. New Smyrna Speedway champion and Speed Week champion as well. Goes to the inside. It's a battle for the ninth position. It looks like the Orlando, Florida driver is going to take the spot from Craig.
If memory serves, Brad May won a race here in the World Series last year. I believe he was our opening night winner, if memory serves.
He does have 4 Super Late Model World Series wins, but also Pro Lates. 19 wins across 4 different divisions at the World Series for Brad May.
Keep an eye on the 69 car, the brightly colored number 69 there. Have been seeing a little bit of smoke out of the exhaust pipes the last couple of laps down into turns 1 and 2. So Michael Hind in that number 69 car could be working on, and there you see it right there, just a little wisp of smoke out of the pipes. That could be a developing issue on Michael Hind as he circulates in the 11th position. And how about that battle up at the front, Adam? William Sawalich has reeled in Jake Finch in a battle for the lead.
Sawalich has closed the gap. A lot of youth at the front of our field, including Jake Finch, William Sawalich, and Gio Ruggiero. Some teenage drivers racing for the win on opening night for super late models, at least here at the World Series. 23 laps to go, and Finch has his rear view mirror full of Wilson Motorsports cars.
Sawalich has made up about a 5-car length gap here over the last couple of laps. Right now, just following in the tire tracks. Jake Finch showing the way. Sawalich in second. Gio Ruggiero in third. And they're going to have some company here as well, because Casey Roderick, Connor Mosack, both kind of reeling in those top 3.
Watching the top 3. Still early in this race. 13 down, going to be 14 complete at the line. 6 features on tap tonight here on FloRacing. Going to be a busy night. A makeup feature for the Bomber A's coming up next as we continue to watch Finch lead the way.
Jake Finch still on top of that leaderboard. He's got a couple of teammates, the Wilson Motorsports teammates behind. And how about this battle? Gabe Summers with a mirror full of Connor Jones. And look at that driver in the 12G, Derek Griffith. First time we've seen him on screen tonight. 2-time World Series champion. Looking for that 3rd championship overall. Already picked up a win earlier this week in the Sportsman division. Got a lot of ground to make up. Derek Griffith currently back in 8th.
Yeah, made 1 position forward for Griffith since his start of the race, where he was in the 9th starting spot, winning the championship here in 20 and 21. Did not win the Super Late Model Championship a year ago. As we watch Connor Jones, good battle to the inside of Gabe Summers. Connor Jones' car looks strong here. Pro Late Model was perfect last night, claiming the victory in that 35-lap event.
Connor Jones making the move into super late model competition for the first time here in 2023. As we jump back up to the front of the field, here comes William Sawalich in that number 2 car. Good run through the center of the corner. I thought he was going to get up under the rear bumper of Jake Finch right there for a moment. As now it looks like Adam Casey Roderick joining that train. A 4-car battle for the lead.
Definitely the 2-car of Sawalich is quicker right now than Finch. However, Finch is holding a pretty wheel, protecting the lines he needs to protect. But at what point does he get some bumper? It's right there in turn 1. Sawalich to the low side for the lead. Finch trying to hang on to the outside. Can Sawalich clear him? The answer is yes. Does Finch retaliate? Maybe a little bit in 3. Not enough to wiggle the 2-car of Sawalich. New leader. 15 to go, William Sawalich.
And that was a perfectly delivered bump and run pass right there by William Sawalich. Just enough to upset that 50.